Maitree couldn't sleep because she kept thinking about Satyam's statements. Maitree decides to check in on her family to see how they are doing. Maitree enters the children's room and notices that they are all sleeping. Later, Maitree visits Om and Kusum's chamber and notices that Om is awake. Om inquires of Maitree as to her purpose for being here. Maitree said she is checking to see if all the windows are closed because the weather is bad right now. Maitree then departs. Maitree hears the doorbell ring and goes to investigate. Harsh wakes up and notices Maitree isn't beside him, so he tries to find her. Maitree takes a vase and slowly opens the door. But she doesn't see anyone outside. Maitree decides to step outdoors and investigate. Maitree then enters the house and locks the door. Harsh enters and inquires of Maitree, who was at the entrance at the moment. Maitree claims it's no one and speculates that a child may be pulling a joke by ringing the doorbell at this hour. Harsh tells Maitree that he will go investigate. Maitree claims that there is no need because there are so many thieves around these days. Harsh concurs. Satyam sends Maitree a message urging her to save her family if she can. The next morning, Maitree tells the kids that they don't have to go to school because it's a holiday. Hearing this, the youngsters are overjoyed. Kusum informs Maitree that they would be visiting the temple. Maitree asks Kusum not to go because the weather is terrible today. Kusum concurs. The children open the door. A steel arrow pierces the door near the children. The children become terrified and summon Maitree and Harsh. When Maitree sees the arrow, she brings the kids inside and closes the door. Satyam dials Maitree's number. Maitree inquires as to what he requires. Satyam requests that she withdraw the FIR complaint against me in order to protect your family from threats. Otherwise, your family would be in danger. Harsh approaches Maitree and inquires as to what transpired and why the children appear terrified. Maitree informs him about Satyam's warning and demand. Harsh chastises her for failing to notify him earlier. Satyam brings in another fire bottle. The fire is under the control of Harsh and Maitree. Satyam calls Maitree and threatens to destroy her family if she does not withdraw her complaint. Maitree refuses to retract her complaint and hangs off the phone. Harsh requests that Maitree halt her insanity and withdraw her complaint. Maitree declines, telling him that they must fight Satyam. Harsh declares that he does not support her insanity and departs from home. Satyam notices Harsh leave the house. He enters the Trivedi Sadan and secures it from within. Maitree notices Harsh has departed. She calls Harsh, but he does not answer. Maitree notices that the main door is closed from the inside and suspects that someone has broken in. Vedika is being played with by Nandish, Swayam, and Juhi. Satyam sees children and decides to shoot them. Nandish hears the voice and approaches the door gently. Maitree unlocks the door. Nandish screams in terror. Maitree inquires as to what transpired. Nandish claims he mistook it for someone else. Maitree tells him not to be afraid. Satyam keeps a close eye on Om and Kusum. He believes that 7 gunshots will kill 7 members of the family. Kusum notices the shadow and believes it is Maitree, so she summons her inside. Satyam takes cover and flees. Maitree enters Kusum's chamber and realizes that someone has entered the house after speaking with them. Maitree considers who broke into her home. Satyam contacts Maitree and informs her that he is going to kill 6 of her family members with 6 gunshots and cause her to die in agony. Maitree invites him to stand in front of her if he has the courage. Satyam steps out in front of her. Maitree is taken aback.